I had lunch the other day, or dinner, early dinner, with someone with dead eyes. I just could not stop looking at them. And I think that shook me more than anything else, our conversation, whatever. And I came back and I thought, wow, there's no light there. There's no hope there. Sometimes I felt like that a little bit. So I was thinking of Psalm 67 when I was reading that. And good morning. This is Aunt Beth. Welcome to my lamppost. So I want to read some of my notes from my journal to you. So my apologies if I'm not giving you eye contact. But the point of all of this is light in the eyes, dead eyes, no hope. And so let me read first Psalm 67 to you. It's real quick. It's only 7 verses. And then I'm going to read some thoughts that I had so that I get them out right. So, God be merciful to us and bless us and cause his face to shine upon us, that your way may be known on earth, your salvation among all nations. And I think sometimes we're in a general haze of goodness and life is good. And we assume it's going to go on like that all the time, sort of a general blessing. And God is good, and he does send rain on the just and unjust. But I think there's also a time for specific blessing. So here's my notes on this part of the verse. A general goodness is not specific enough to define God's presence and power. It reveals his general nature, but assumptions begin that this is for all. Only when a specific lifestyle is rewarded or blessed do the differences, the separation, indicate a revelation of God. I think some people are embarrassed about their blessings. But if you saw a plant blooming in the desert, you would not fault the plant. You would wonder, why is it different? What has it got that I don't have? So, that your way may be known on earth, your salvation among all nations. Let the peoples praise you. This is verse 3. Let the peoples praise you, O God. Let the peoples praise you. Let the nations be glad and sing for joy, for you shall judge the people righteously and govern the nations on earth. I think, that's no corruption. And I think we can all handle rough times if we know that things are fair. God shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him. Light discriminates because it reveals trash and truth and allows us to separate and identify and manage without bumping our shins, on our heads. So too, as things get darker, I think God's light is going to, well, it does say that in Proverbs, the path of the just is like the dawning day. It shines brighter and brighter. So, but it's his mercy and his shining on us that his way is known, not how smart I am. I guess I think of it as emergency exit lighting. And if I don't have light in my eyes, within my eyes, I think I'm looking in the wrong direction. Life comes not from ourself. That's self-cannibalization. But life comes from God and from being tapped into Him. Otherwise, used to have a pastor friend of mine say, we're all plugged fountains. Unless you keep that life going and Thanksgiving out of your house instead of sucking in like a black hole all the garbage. So, no matter how dark it is, a candle doesn't have to try harder, just has to stay lit. So, here's to no dead eyes. If we have no light, I think we're looking in the wrong direction. So, I hope this encourages you. As always, the psalm will be put in below where you click on the word more. And if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. Otherwise, see you next time. Have a fabulous day. All God's best.